Oh, cool. We have a visitor. Oh, I got it right off the bat. All right, let me zoom this in a little bit, put it on live chat because I don't see any chat. Hopefully I didn't change anything in the settings accidentally with this phone that likes to have a mind of its own, I guess I should say, with the ghost touches. I've got to get a new one. I started looking a couple times and I cannot figure out what I'm going to do because where I switched over to this iPhone, I'm not used to seeing prices like $900 for a phone. It's a little overwhelming. All right. Well, that I believe is what I'm going to have tonight because I've had it out here for a couple weeks and I don't know when it's from. I don't know where I got it at. It can't be too awful old, but it's at least, I think, 10 years old. It has to be 2013 or back. So 2013 to now, I think if you add it up, it's like 10 years. So I'm trying to remember if I've even ever eaten this menu outside of like a generic, maybe low sodium that I don't even remember eating, or something like an APAC or like a civilian. All right, where's my chat? Jeez. Hey, Angry Blacksmith, and I see Miss Gail. Why is my chat not working? MFOS, unless there's just nobody here, which is possible. Maybe I should make a post like I normally do. And I'm also thinking about doing something with this tonight. Actually, kind of forgot about having this. I mean, I knew I had it, I just hadn't seen it in a long, long time. And came across it whenever I was digging stuff out for the auction. Or no, it was after that even. But yeah, Blindside gave me this cigar box, and I store these in it, accessory packs. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on in the chat tonight, and I might give one of those away. All right, let me make a real quick post. I'm going to need a picture. But it's just a post, so it doesn't really matter. I need to make thumbnails for these too. I don't know if you guys noticed that they don't really have thumbnails, just a decent picture. I've got it on live chat, Miss Renee, but the chat is just like disappearing and not really showing up unless I touch the screen, and I can't really touch the screen doing what I'm doing right now. If someone actually chats, it comes up for like a second and then it goes away. So it must depend on how quickly the chat's moving right now. It's good to see all you guys in here, though. We're 3 minutes into this, and there's 15 folks here and 5 thumbs up. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. You know you can do the up or down. I think it still gives you that option. I rarely ever watch anything that I would need to vote on like that. All right. Took the picture. Make the post real quick. Oh, I need a link. There we go. What's up, Phoenix? We got Maddog. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Maddog, you making videos again, buddy? If you are, I mean, it doesn't matter. He's got a channel you guys can go check out with MRE videos on it. I'd recommend checking it out. There we go. What the heck happened? Huh. There we go. Link. Paste. All right. And done. Okay, so you know what? I'm just gonna like throw this out there real quick. I won't get into any details, but if anybody's seen any of those comments on, I don't even remember. It was on multiple different videos, and I think they even replied to some people with it or something. I went through and checked and took all of them off, and if you heard anything like that, as far as I can tell, I've checked into it as much as I can so far, and just ignore that. I think that person's nothing more than a troll. If you know what I'm talking about right now, then you've seen the messages. So I wouldn't take them seriously at all. Now, I've done my best to confirm one way or the other. Yeah. So I haven't seen anything official or secondary. Oh, are there bots showing up already? I've seen something about reporting them. Okay. I'll flip the camera around and try to talk to you guys, because like I said, the chat's not really staying on my screen, so I don't see it unless I touch the screen. Yeah, Miss Kaylin said something about reporting scam bots. Miss Marilyn is here. Hello, Miss Marilyn. And Miss Renee. Okay, so anybody who doesn't know, we've been doing some things over here on my channel to help Miss Renee out. We had an auction. When was it? Last live stream before last, and trying to help Miss Renee out. There is a link if anybody wants to go and help Miss Renee out. Her PayPal is right at the top of the description in this. I've been keeping it. It's in like probably the last 4 at the very top of the description of the last 4 live streams that have been up. So, and a few posts in the community tag. So if you need to find it or want to find it, that's how you can do that. So, and they said has it really been that long? I'm not going to check, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, so we got more plans. That's another thing. And that's one thing I meant to do. What's up, Daniel? I need to see. I forgot to get a hold of Dan and see exactly what he wanted to do with that CR1M that is open. Everybody on here pretty much knows the deal with it, and I think is what we were talking about. This is not confirmed, but this is what we were discussing before, was if anybody on here wants it, I mean, it's got the mushroom soup open. It's just a powdered soup. It's not a big deal. If you know what it is, if you know, you know. And so we're going to, I think, put it up in here if anybody wants it. Like, we'll figure it out. That's what we were talking about. Let's see here. Yeah, let me send him a message real quick. If he pops in here, I'll let him, just tell us in here, say we'll figure it out, or whatever he thinks. It sucks that happened. Like I said, I mean, the shipping on those things to get them over here, that box was 165 Australia, so it ain't no joke at all. Okay. Nope. All right, there we go. Done. Hey, there he is. I was just messaging you. Sounds like a plan. If people are keen, okay, sounds good, man. We'll figure it out then. Um, I will pull my email up right now, and if anybody wants to hit my email about that, we can do it that way. Whatever you guys think is best, and I'll have Dan send me like what kind of price we're going to put on it, and we'll do it that way. And that'll go some way of helping with the shipping. Probably just have it sent straight to you. Pulling open my email that I never check. I never use my email. It's like always at the last thing I ever think about. I don't know why. I've never been good with the email. I'm already signed in. Okay, good deal. I'll probably have to refresh it, but anyway. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Dan. I was in a different place. I was thinking about what we were going to do, and I appreciate that, man. I'm scrolling back up here, and yeah, he just said sounds like a plan. I read that, but I didn't read that it was a super chat, so that's my fault. What else did I miss? The family saying hello to Dan. Yeah, Bourbon Street Joe's here, man. Sorry for what we talked about earlier today. I don't know what you want to say about that, if anything at all. So, hey, what's up, Matt? I'm on a diet. Catabolism, upswing. So I've been drinking lots of whiskey and eating a bunch all day. It sounds like you've been having a good day. So you've been like, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the word catabolism, and I want to look it up. So I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Catabolism. Yeah, spelled it right. Breakdown of complex molecules in living organisms to form simpler ones, together with the release of energy, destructive metabolism. So it's got something with your metabolism kind of self-destructing, or this kicks your metabolism in, maybe. Breakdown of complex molecules in living organisms to form simpler ones, together with the release of energy. So it's like also helping burn fat, probably, because they're creating energy. I'm not really sure. Unfamiliar with that. I'll have to figure it out. Mr. Smokey, what's your favorite conspiracy theory? Ooh, man, that'd be hard. Okay, I'd say probably right off the top of my head, not thinking too much about it. My top two that'd be tied for probably the most interesting to me is probably the moon landing and 9/11. I think those are the two. I think there's a lot of information about both of those out there that we don't know. We don't know it all, and I'd like to know more about both of those. Oh, yeah, Renee. Dang it. Yeah, well, that's up there. That's probably... I don't know if it's tied. Those three are really, like, they all three really got me in. They got me in. There has been nothing said about hardly any of those. And Vegas has been probably 2 years since any real, maybe 3 years since any real decent information had came out, and they stretched that out for a whole year. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. We got an MRE to open and figure out what year it is, because it is a Warnick, right? Yes, it's a Warnick. Warnicks never have date codes. So, cool, man. Sean's here. What's up, Sean? Monday, I assume he'll probably be doing a live stream that I totally forgot about last Monday, man. I had just happened to get into YouTube, and the live stream was up, and I was like, oh man, cool, he's still live. Because it looked, for some reason, it looked like he was still live. Maybe I just looked at it wrong. And I clicked into it because I think it said it had been 3 hours but I don't think that's right either. Maybe it was 3 minutes. Maybe when I opened it up, he was still live. Something like that. So anyway, if you can make it to the Ration Museum live stream, I highly recommend that you do that. And I should be there myself, so we can all chat over there and kind of raid Sean's chat and take it over. I try not to do that. I feel bad whenever there's like, I got questions that are getting into like 6-part talking back and forth with people, and Sean checks the chat. It's just like us chatting over here. Nothing about what he's doing. It's not cool. I should not do that. But I say that, but it is good for everybody to be able to just catch up in the chat and do their thing too. So, because I scroll through it doesn't bother me. So I don't know why I even feel bad about that or think that way about it. Doesn't make sense really. Messing around with 3D modeling stuff for the museum. That sounds like so the cameras, you got a 3D camera then, and it probably goes on that checkerboard to get scale and stuff like that off the measurement board. All right, let's get an MRE open, and then pretty sure I think all those accessory packets in there, and maybe one's not open. I don't know. Something like that. Trying to quit smoking. Been doing pretty good on my diet. I'm doing all right with that stuff. So the soda, I think, has really helped cutting it out of my diet. Pretty much, well, not completely, but like yesterday I had 2. I felt bad about that, but every day before that I had kept to 1. Today, I don't think. Yeah, I did have. I've had part of 1. So, but I need to cut them out completely. This is a menu number 11. That is, it's got a QR code on it, which is kind of telling me that it's obviously somewhat newer. But it can only be from 2008 to 2013, having that QR code on there like that. So, and I'm pretty sure they weren't around in 2008. I don't think QR codes, man, maybe they did. Yeah, they did. So I guess it could be 08. It doesn't feel like that weird 2008 plastic, though. Almost every 2008 MRE that I've had has either had this, like, really textured plastic, like kind of almost like a little bit rough, or it's been this really thick, like the most stiff MRE bags I've ever seen. It's either been that or those textured ones, and usually the 2008s I see don't have this type of like softer, more malleable plastic. 3 bag designs on these years. Well, up until still. Okay. All right. Look at that. That is how it should open. Very rarely does, but all right. What's our date? 2011. Wow. I didn't think it'd be an 11. I figured it'd be like a 12 or 13. Very cool. Okay. So this is how old is this? 12 years old? 11, 12 years old? 11, 12, 21, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 21, so 13. 13 years. One of our boxes is zoomed in a little bit too much. There we go. Get this box out of the way. We don't need it in our view right now. All right. We're going to start off with the vegetable lasagna. Right here. 240 calories. It's not huge or anything. It's not bad though. Pretty low on the sodium for a MRE main. 730 milligrams. I mean, that's a good bit. But for an MRE main, that's not bad. 30%. I'm not going to complain about that. Then we have a postcard. You can send your family a postcard. It's got applesauce. I wonder if there's anything on the other side of this. Probably not. It's been a long time since I even seen one of these. What do we got going on here? 130 calories. Any sodium? Nope, no sodium. Good deal. No fat. Should be some sugars. 19 grams of sugar. Woo! Yeah, that's a dose of sugar. We got our pretty classic hot beverage bag here. Flameless ration heater. $11.81. So 181st day. Stuff feels like it's in good shape. French vanilla cappuccino. It's a good version. Usually the vegetarian meals, which this is one of the vegetarians, so it'd be menu 11, 12, 13, and 14 from these years. I'm pretty sure that's how the vegetarians go. There's 4 out of the 24. We got us a peanut butter that is 1.5 ounces still. So they changed that in like 15 or 16. We got our partially biodegradable MRE spoon. We got a really dinky little accessory packet. Looks like accessory packet B. 167th day. That's lemonade. I probably won't even open this. There's no coffee in it. Man, that sucks. I was looking forward to the coffee. I don't know if I got another accessory packet that I could open up for coffee or not. I think I got I can find a coffee. I know I got the French vanilla, but it's the raspberry. Yeah. At least it's the good one. And we got to say wheat snack bread that has 180 calories in it. I think that's the same as the... Nope, that's 130. Sodium. Always look at the sodium. 3 grams of sugar. 350 milligrams of sodium. So between this and that, that's 45% of your daily. What's in here? 50 milligrams. Not much. Good deal. You never know what they're going to add salt to. What do we got here? Uh-oh. Oh, no way. It's the Pangea World's Bakers brand, manufacturer, but it's a spiced pound cake. Man, these things are amazing. I don't know that I've had one from... Yeah, I'm sure I have. It's just been a while. I don't remember what it was like. 260 milligrams of sodium in this bad boy, which is 11% of your daily value. So we got 45, 55, 56%. And I know that peanut butter is going to be loaded too. 200 milligrams, 8%. So we're looking, what, roughly 60% of our daily laying on the table. Man, I'm glad to see that. That is a treat. Hopefully this thing's in good shape. I mean, I don't know. But I guess we will find out here shortly. What is that noise? Huh. I just keep hearing something over here. Let's go get this in some hot water. Never had anything from Pangea. Usually Sterling, Giannis Brothers, yeah. Or one of the other more well-known. Yeah. Bridgeford. There it is. That doesn't feel too awful soft. I figure this is going to be a bunch of individual noodles with some, like, meat sauce with cheese in it. But, oh no, fake meat sauce. It'll be something like that. Alright, this is the only thing I got to heat up. I'll be right back. what's our time? 9:26. Okay, so I need to get that out by 9:30. I need to have it out before then, really. And I'd really like to do some, I don't know that I'd like to go camping, but I would like to go out in the woods somewhere and pack some food out there, maybe some mountain house or something along those lines. Be like 40 degrees or something. Maybe 45, 50. I'm not a huge fan of the cold, but I'd like to go out there and have some kind of a meal. I guess I could go to the mountains, West Virginia mountains. Well, let's see if this thing has anything on the back side of it. So use my knife here. That didn't work too well. I like me some good old applesauce. Looks like nothing on the back side of there to me. Yep. She's blank. So I guess you can use that whole backside right there to write whatever you want. I don't know. I like this. This is going to be some sort of like piece of memorabilia in the future. Cool military memorabilia. Postcard that came in your MRE. Yep, I'm going to trim that. Keep that because I don't have one. Believe it or not, I know it's just a generic piece of cardboard that says to and from with some lines on it, but it's not. It's about where it came from, you know. Makes it cool. What do we got on the back of this one? Military rations are not RA. Military rations are good performance meals. Food gives you energy. The more energy you burn, the more food you need. Restriction of food and nutrients leads to rapid weight loss, which leads to loss of strength, decreased endurance, loss of motivation, decreased mental alertness. All right, I'm going to probably go get that out. What time we got? Yep, 9:29. I may as well. Be right back. All right. Got to change where I set this or it will get cold quick. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw it back in the box. I'll keep it warm. With this cardboard. Because last time, by the time I got to it, it wasn't still steaming hot, which is the way I want it. But I got a fan going this week. And I usually don't have that. It might be messing with you guys' sound. Uh-oh, there's a super chat that I totally missed. Scroll back. And it is Horny Animal. Hope all is well with you all. Well, thank you, Horny Animal, for the super chat. Man, doing good here, buddy. Doing good. And I hope Miss Renee's doing good. Well, as good as she can be. With what she's got going on. wash this bowl out, and we will get some applesauce going. Actually, I'll do the applesauce last. Let's get some wheat snack bread out. 77th day on that. I think that's one of the earliest date codes I've seen so far. Whoop. Huh, that's weird. It's broke. You don't usually see that with a wheat snack bread. It's pretty dry. I can see it flaking. Crumbling. Stella, don't. I'm going to send you back the hallway. You got to quit. I guess we could go through this and I can make a cup of coffee real quick. It's not going to be in here. We got us a Tabasco. It's like almost kind of like it's missing some. It's only got about that much in it, feels like. And here it's pretty empty. Usually those are pretty full. We got some classic chiclet style gum. Some iodized salt. You need to go out. You need to go outside. We got a moist towelette, a raspberry beverage base, and some U.S. issued butt ration. Toilet paper, napkins, paper towels, whatever you want to use it for. Not going to use that. Definitely don't need that, although it probably would enhance the flavor. I just don't need to be eating it. I always forget about that anyway. Tabasco we'll leave out just in case. Definitely going to probably try it. And don't need those because I got napkins out already. Alright. I was going to get a coffee, but you know, this is basically a coffee. Does it tell us how much caffeine is in here? Am I overlooking it, or is there not any? Huh. Yeah, I guess I'm over. Even though it says cappuccino, I do not see any caffeine content listed on here. Huh. That's kind of weird. That it doesn't have some actual coffee with some caffeine in it. I don't see anything on the front, obviously. That's just instructions. Huh. Maybe that's the Honest Brothers. I'm going to find a coffee. As long as I got a sugar too. Here's one of these. Genial. I guess that's how you say that. What else we got? Okay. Type 2. I believe Bob sent this stuff a long time ago when he sent me that fire helmet. That is one cool addition to the collection. It's going to go on the wall. It's not looking like I got any sugar. I don't even see any more coffee. Oh, wait, there's one. And another one of those. I had sugar in here. Okay. Alright, I know where I got some in there in my pantry. Try one of those, I guess. Stick these here. Alright. Color Change Coffee Cup. Bourbon Street Joe, courtesy of. It definitely smells different than type 1, 2, or 3 coffees. Whoop. My bad. Sorry about that, you guys. Fix the camera. Fix the angles here a little bit. That's better. Grab sugar. A little more difficult than I had anticipated. Most of it was had gotten moisture somehow. I don't remember it being that way. Yeah, there was. I did grab a bad one last time, but I got this was in there. I think it's just like, yeah, it's like that brown crystal sugar. As far as I know, whenever I tried it last time, it tasted the same as regular sugar. Yeah, just sweet. Kind of a big crystal, but that'll be dissolving with quickness. That one's a little bit chunky, but it should be fine. Both of those are little packs. I don't understand how something that smells as good as coffee can taste so bitter. Oh, that's going to just depend on which coffee you get, man. Like, there are coffees that taste kind of like chocolate. I mean, like just naturally. Of course, I like to add a little bit of sugar and creamer to my coffee, usually. I don't know if I got a creamer or not. Might have. Doubt it. I had a bunch right here. Right there. I think I used them all. Nope, I got one. Cool. One left. Better than nothing. These are little too, compared to the ones that come in MREs and rations and stuff. Like the civilian size sugars, like Domino sugars, are smaller, and those are older too. And the creamers are too. There's less in those. Right. Fold my line in there like that so I can see it on the inside. You're filling it up. because they don't give you no way to see it on the inside. You just got to guess. But usually with these cappuccinos, you're pretty much putting about the recommended amount of water in these. Where's that line at? Right. Can't see it on that side. Huh. This thing gets hot quick too if you got really hot water like this. Just a little bit more. That's definitely over. These things are hard to shake too because they're so hot. Good Lord. I think that's probably good. Well, this water's so hot it should get it. Oh, you taking off, CT? Thank you for stopping by, my dude. You know, let me, I wanted to look up how far away Toledo is. I think it's a pretty good little ways from me, though. Toledo, Ohio is... Maps. Yeah, I've never been there. Oh, yeah. Like 4.5 hours. So that means like 5. Oh, it's clear up by the lake. Right by Michigan. Okay. It's the first place you come into if you leave Detroit and come down. Looks like 75. Huh. Yeah, I've never went there, man. I don't, what's even in, what's in Toledo? You guys know? Like, what? Is there anything cool in Toledo? Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, good old classic peanut butter here. Gun Dog would say, smaller the hole, more control. So let's take the little corner off there. I need to make a cut on this to get it open. There we go. That don't look too bad. It's got kind of a light color to it. I mean, it is 12, 13 years old. It's probably a little bit dark. Unless it's the kind that's got a little bit of cinnamon in it. Could be. But I'd say it isn't. I'd say it's just oxidized a little bit. Alright. The star of the show, in my opinion, is this spiced pound cake. Alright. Check my email. Oh, man. Look at that. Why is everything so dry? I mean, I can't even take that out of there like that. It's just falling apart. Worse than any pound cake I've ever seen. This is legit the driest, most crumbly pound cake I've ever seen, that I've ever had. Oh, wow. Try to delicately set that there. The rest of it is just mush, but we'll see what that tastes like. I'll try that with a spoon. If it's good, I'll just eat it with a spoon out of the bag. I love those spice pound cakes, but like I said, that Pangea brand is kind of a... it's not a brand that you never see. I mean, you just don't see it a lot. And it is a brand that I think they stopped working with. All we got left to do is get the main out. And we're... well, I guess we could take a look at the cappuccino. Put it in the foreignmre.com mug. Art and Nina over there. Now that is hot. Yeah, that... who made that bread? I don't remember what the manufacturer on it was. Sterling. And it's super dry too. I didn't see an oxygen absorber in it. Hopefully the trick worked and kept this real hot. I think it did. It's pretty hot. Not so hot I can't touch it, but it's pretty hot. I think I just skinned it. It didn't open it. Right, vegetable lasagna. Yep, small noodles like I kind of thought it was going to be. Oh, oops. Had to get an early taste in there. Keep that from falling off. Boy, there's a lot of oregano or something in there. Some sort of green seasoning of some type. Parsley. Let's take a look at the ingredients. Water, pinto beans, green zucchini, tomatoes, mafalda. I don't know how to pronounce that. Enriched mafalda pasta. Chopped spinach. Chopped spinach, that's probably what it is. So Parmesan cheese, onion, sugar, garlic, lemon juice, garlic powder, onion powder. Yeah, must be the chopped spinach. Kind of weird. in my opinion. All right, let's give it a try. Yep, it does look like chopped spinach, actually. I mean, that's what it is. Is that a mushroom? No. Bean, olive. Kind of looks like a black olive. I didn't see it on the list, but maybe not. All right, here we go. Vegetable lasagna. Down the hatch. Hot. That's good. Oh, beans. I knew it said beans, but I figured it was like made into some TVP type material. Nope. Just beans. There's one. 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 There's a lot of beans in this. That is just it's a way to add protein. Okay. It's just weird with noodles, man. Beans with noodles. The sauce itself is kind of dull, if I'm being honest. A little bit tangy. Classic Italian spices going on in there. Your garlic and stuff. I mean, it's got that classic Italian flavor. Not quite Chef Boyardee type level, though. It's kind of a step down flavor-wise, in my opinion. Okay, so I said I wouldn't need this, but I think it could benefit from a light dusting. Let's see. That helped anything. I got a lot of bean there. A lot of chopped spinach. And some salt. Well, that definitely helped it. There's no doubt about that. But it's still not my cup of tea. There's nothing wrong with it. Being 13 years old, it tastes fine. I think it probably has lost some of its flavor. It's kind of what it seems like, because it's like I said, kind of dull. Let's see if that Tabasco brings it back to life at all. I think it probably will. Some, spice it up. All right. Tabasco. Ooh, Boy, that is not good. Those two flavors, they do not complement each other at all. There ain't very many foods that are mains that I've ever added Tabasco to, and I was like, holy crap, that made it a lot worse. Well, that changed it. I mean, that just can't even tell what you're eating now. It doesn't really taste like Tabasco either. It kind of tastes like, what does that taste like? The way it mixes with that tomato and bean, it's just weird. Maybe it's, I don't know, something in there. Try a little bite of this bread. Ooh. That is dry. Oddly dry. Super chat. Got it. Unknown pasta horror. Yeah. It's if it had more cheese, man, I feel like that would help it. But as is, it's pretty rough. Hey, History Savior 1941's here. He says, hey guys, looks like cat puke. Thanks. Now that's all I'm going to think about. Well, that's okay, because I think I've eaten enough of it. The bread actually did help. I'll take that back. Let me get a bite that's over here with some Tabasco on it. Try that with the bread, because it's only fair. Well, the bread is definitely an improvement to the one with the Tabasco. It does kind of level the flavors out some. There we go. I guess I need a bottle of water, because that takes a whole bottle. This thing calls for 20 ounces, is it not? Yeah. So I'm not taking any water out of that at all. I think I screwed up last time I did take a pretty good sized drink of water out of it, and it was too much. This is already a strong drink mix anyway. And of course, I'm not a huge fan of the fake sweeteners. This one's got, what's this one got in it? Has maltodextrin, and yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for that super chat, by the way, History Savior. I don't know if I've recommended to you guys to go look at History Savior's channel yet, but if I haven't, I'm meaning this live stream, you definitely better do that. Go ahead and click off of here, go over to his channel, hit that subscribe, and then come back. Or stay over there and watch videos. That's cool too. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up or down. Either way, just as long as you're interacting with good old Google. Share this live stream and do all the other crap that other people ask you to do all the time. Oh. What is that? Huh. I have a Polish tea here that I opened, I guess, when we were doing a Polish, and forgot about it. What did I do that for? Huh. Anyway, drink of this almost blood red. It's dark, this stuff. It gets really dark red. For what it is, honestly, sugar-free, no calories, or I'd say no calories. It's a very easy drink to drink, and it's not horrible for you, other than the fake sweetener. I would say is not a great thing. Okay. Give me some peanut butter on that super dry bread. Let's see how dry we can make it. Usually the outcome is it just like makes it a lot more dry trying to eat, but we'll see. Maybe not. I've had peanut butter that kind of moisten things. I think some peanut butters are different. Even MRE peanut butters, some kind of have a moist side to them. Some are super dry. That bread is just so dry. It doesn't taste bad. It's kind of neutral as far as its flavor goes, because usually there's a little bit of a sweetness to it, A little bit of a chew to it. A little bit of that wheat flavor. I'm not getting really any of that. It's just kind of bland and crumbly. Not quite as crumbly as a cracker, but I mean, I could turn that into dust without a problem. Like a fresh wheat snack bread would kind of, you could ball it up like dough. I've never done it, but I know you could do it. I'm going to need a different spoon for the applesauce. Pretty standard looking applesauce. I feel like I said, I think it's a little dark, but yeah, I'm just gonna take a big old bite. This thing's in pretty good shape. I said it might be a little oxidized, but that's about it. I'm not a huge like applesauce eater or anything, but when I get it in an MRE, I'm like, oh, cool. You know, I enjoy applesauce out of an MRE for some reason. It's very easy to eat. It's got a nice fruity flavor to it. It's kind of like refreshing and cold. It's nice. I mean, it's not cold. It's just room temperature or whatever, but it's got a little bit of a cold sensation to it, I would say. I feel like I need to try this. Let's see if this spruces up the old snack bread. To where it's not too bad. That moisture level being the way it is. I'll probably just have to take a big bite of applesauce after I take this bite, but we'll see. Well, that actually works. Believe it or not. It's kind of weird. It's like a pie crust. It's kind of what it reminds me of as far as what it's adding to this bite. The applesauce ran out kind of quick, so peanut butter flavor is kind of more of a follow-up than it is a predominant flavor. That's not bad, man. Like that would make a decent snack. Applesauce. If I was eating this out in the field, I would take my peanut butter, outline that with the peanut butter, kind of make like a outside perimeter wall of peanut butter, and then fill it up with the applesauce. And then if I had some peanut butter left over, put some on top of it, down the hatch. Okay, well, here we go with the driest freaking looking pound cake I've ever seen. Be very delicate. If I take a bite of it, just like stick it in my mouth, take a bite, it's going to fall apart. I just know it. It's falling apart just holding it. But let me just try to break a bite off of it and see what happens. I would say that's rather successful. It does have some crystallization going on the outside edges there. It smells fantastic. Kind of smells like a carrot cake, really. You know, that allspice and cinnamon and brown sugar down the hatch with this one. Whoa, that's weird. Oh my God. What the heck, man? That is very weird. As soon as I clamp my mouth down, have you ever seen anybody bite into one of those cat tails? It just filled my mouth up. It like expanded and just turned into this. It just crumbled to nothing. Super dry. Sucked all the moisture out of my mouth, too. Very, very weird. Huh. Coffee. I do feel like applesauce would probably help it, but you saw how big the bite was. Not that great. Not a great big bite, but it was a decent sized bite, and it literally filled my mouth up and spilled over into both my cheeks, and I put it right in the middle of my tongue. Like, that's how big it got. So I was thinking the whole, like, 2 seconds after that, I was like, man, a bite of that applesauce would probably help this out. I can't even grab it. Like, this is I'm literally trying to just barely touch it. All right, I got that piece out. I think it's because it's near the corner. I don't know, but yeah, so that's still got a little bit of texture to it. The rest of it just exploded. Very odd. Very, very odd. Oops. Well, here we go. I mean, it works, but the wheat snack bread's better with it. That and the peanut butter. These are better, way better. That, I couldn't really taste the pound cake anymore. The applesauce just took over and kind of canceled them both out. They kind of were both pretty dull. French vanilla cappuccino. Wait, I tried this coffee and didn't tell you how it was, because I don't even think I really thought about it. I think I put too much water in it. It's pretty dull. Not much going on there. Yeah, not got a whole lot of tannins going on there. Not a whole lot of flavor of any type. It's a very bland cup of coffee. Now, the cappuccino, without any coffee in it, from what I gathered from reading the ingredients. What does that taste like? I wouldn't call that your classic French vanilla flavoring. It's more of a... Wait, French vanilla. Wait, this was a... yeah, French vanilla. Yeah, it's kind of like... what is going on with that? It's like French vanilla with another flavor added to go along with it. I don't even think I want to eat that. All right. I don't know. It's time for a smoke. I'm gonna pull out the... I don't know. I'm gonna eat another bite of this. For some reason, it's calling my name. All right. It is a pretty weird flavor combination. Peanut butter and applesauce are weird together anyway. Something I don't think I've ever tasted those two flavors together. Outside of maybe some other time I was eating an MRE that had both. All right, I'm getting rid of this. All right. There it is. All right. I'm going to figure out what's going on with that CR1M. I would just ask to be, if you couldn't drink coffee, wow, that's a bold statement. I can go without it. I like it, but I can also be fine without it. You know, it's I can live without most things, to be honest. That humans can live without. I mean, obviously, I'd have to eat, drink water, but yeah, I think if I had to, I could give up pretty much anything and still find a way to be happy. This is a nice box, nice wood. It's got like a built-out insert. I don't know. Multiple packs of, excuse me, old smokes in here. A pack of Marlboros right here. Oh yeah, 3 of them in there. That's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Thought about giving one of these away. Somebody really wanted it. It's got the little cool box of chiclets in it. Got the, I like that toilet paper more. I don't know. It's folded different. It feels like a higher quality. It's thicker. Looks like the coffee and stuff's still in here too. I don't know. Yeah, I'd say it is because I don't think it even fit out this hole. Must have opened these. I don't know when I opened these or why I opened these. Literally just took the smokes out of it, looks like. What else we got? Another pack of them the menthols. They're longer than kings, like getting 4 extra cigarettes in a pack. 2 extra packs in a carton. If you like the taste as much as we think you'll like the taste, that's quite a bargain. That's one way of putting it, ain't it? Got 2 in there. And in this pack right here, I know I opened this pack right here in California. And Josh smoked one and Ken smoked one. That ain't got much of a smell left where it's been sitting out. I bet these smell good though. Oh yeah, it's crazy. Even with that accessory packet open, how much it preserved the smell on these. That's also got a box of the chiclets in there as well. And this is a Pall Mall one. And it's empty. Chiclets in there as well. Usually I don't empty them. Must have been out of town just wanting a Pall Mall. Had those with me or something. Oh. Filtered. Oh, man. I haven't had one of these in a long time. A filtered Pall Mall like that. There'll still be one left. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna splurge on myself here and have a old Pall Mall. Huh. Hopefully it doesn't suck. We'll see. I like the old non-filtered Pall Malls, man. They're usually really, really good. All turn that fan around. Yeah, the chat's still not staying up for me. Maybe if I change it to top chat. Yep, you know, Pall Malls used to be a cheap cigarette. Like even back when I first started smoking Pall Malls, they were one of the cheapest cigarettes. Now, I think they're like the fourth most expensive cigarettes, which used to be like around where Marlboros were cost-wise. Now Marlboros barely cost more than Pall Malls. Like Pall Malls are like $7.07. Pall Malls are like $7.49 or $7.50. And then you got Camel, like Camel non-filters and stuff. American Spirits. They were the most expensive. That tastes weird. Huh. I don't know what that is. The filter, I guess. Just got a weird taste to it. New one. A little harder to draw on this one, but it's got a weird taste to it. Let's see if that continues after it's lit. Popping and cracking like a cigar. Immediately tastes like vintage tobacco. I mean, strong too, not like a smooth interaction. It bold, not in a bad way. I would say it's stronger than I had anticipated. I feel like if I hit it a couple times in a row like that, though, it'll just collapse because it's almost like I can feel the heat down through it. I think it's a little too dry. Really? No way. For $4.50 in Kentucky, I'll drive to Kentucky. Wait, no, you're in Tennessee, aren't you? Yeah, I can't drive to Tennessee. I would drive to Kentucky to get them at $4.50 though. I love that. The Pall Mall symbol on it with like the two. What are those? Lions? Right there. I mean, it looks like one of the guys, one in the back is a knight, and they're holding up like a family crest type shield. I guess I've never really inspected the logo to see what it means. And there's some Latin on the bottom, it looks like. Do you pronounce the backwards N the same way as you do an N? In Noc Signo Vences. In Noc Signo Vences. I don't know. I'm going to have to look up what that means, man. Cartons of Marlboro Smooths. What? Oh, you get to stack them. That's awesome. Yeah. As long as they use them, like, dude behind the counter could give you the discount on that coupon. Next dude that comes in and buys say it was on a pack of Cools. That's the digital coupon you got. He buys a pack of Cools, he just throws that coupon on that. Boom, done. But I'm sure that's not allowed. So, against the rules. Oh, Miss Gail, the quilt Miss Gail made, which I can pull up I can't pull up a picture. Maybe I can. Maybe she emailed it to me. She probably did. Let me look. Ah, she did. Look at this. Okay. Oh, I guess I just clicked into... Oh, cool. I'm going to flip the camera around real quick. In the stitching, it has family inside the stitching. Like, actually stitched into the pattern of the stitching. There's also, it's like flowered stitching and like, man, I knew the words for that. It kind of looks like a wave, actually. Waves. I was going to call it something else. Let me get into the pictures. There's the front side of it. Going to be auctioning off this awesome quilt for Miss Renee. That is a good looking quilt, y'all. And Miss Gail said she was taking off here. That looks like a tag that's sewn into it. There we go. Families that are stitched together with love seldom unravel. Miss Gail. 10/14/22 dated. So it's like, you know, custom quilt. Miss Gail's still here. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Anyway, the details of that will be, we're going to be, wait, never mind, I was talking to you guys, wasn't I? Oops. We're going to be getting the details of that out probably over the next week. And I think the way that we were going to do the PR1M and the CR1M that Dan sent for Miss Renee is on one day that I'm live streaming or whatever, roughly halfway through the live stream, a Saturday. I'm gonna plan just say, because I got some stuff coming up on weekends. Not next weekend. It's my sister's birthday, but I think we're doing it Sunday, so I should be good. But I'm gonna list it on eBay on a Saturday, regardless of where I'm at, what I'm doing. That way it'll end half hour to 40 minutes or something into a live stream, to a Saturday live stream, and I think that'll be the best way to get it seen by the most eyes, and get Miss Renee the most we can for it to help her get through. So there will be other stuff though. Saltycroccollectibles mentioned something about sending in a box, and Miss Gail's quilt right there, and then I'm sure I'll throw some other things in as well. By then, I could probably grab 3 or 4 things right here around where I'm standing that I can do. So this thing did burn kind of fast. Yeah, it needs to go in the humidor. I'd say the ones that I've kept inside the accessory packets and kind of closed, they're probably doing okay. But the ones that I just had setting out inside that cigar box are probably super dry like this. Oh yeah, Miss Marilyn, 2 gooey butter cakes as well. I totally forgot about that, Miss Marilyn. I don't know why. I think I forgot to say something about it last week too. I mean, that spice cake was so bad I don't even want to eat it with my coffees and my cappuccino here. Like, there was nothing pleasant about that thing. And a pound cake. Trust me. Like, it's like striking gold when you open an MRE and you find a pound cake. It's like, woo! It's like it's your birthday or something. Now I'll just take a drink of both of these one after another. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. son went to get food before I started this live stream, and was coming home, or was going to he was going to Subway or something, I think is what he was doing, but still he had to go that direction. I hear him pull in right now. No, I do not. Anyway, he should have been over and back in like 30 minutes. And it has been probably an hour and a half as he was going up onto we call it the Mason Bridge. So as he was going up to the Mason Bridge, I guess there was a bunch of cops that came around and went up. There's a 7-car pile up on the bridge. So he had to turn around and then go a different way. So I don't know. Really? Packs of smokes are 20. I mean, that would make sense, actually, because the whole time I lived there, which was up to about, well, March of 2020, and then I've been back times after that, but like I lived there up to 2020, March 2020, like March 20th or something like that, or 18th. I can't remember when they shut it down. Anyway, they were 15 a pack, and it was like a flat rate. It was like Pall Malls were 15, Marlboros were 15, Camels were 15. There were like your brand names were 15, and then there were cheaper cigarettes that were 10 a pack. But that was the cheapest they had, was $10 a pack. And they didn't like have, there weren't different prices for everything like we have here. Like it was kind of weird. Dan says, Oldsmokey, I sent you a big box of Tim Tams to go in the auction. More as a novelty. You can throw in, but still have fun. It's clear. Oh, well, Dan sent another box of the Tim Tams, so you guys get some Tim Tams. And like I said, like you guys have heard me rave about how I like the Tim Tams and how good they are. And if you want to find them here in the United States, number one, I don't think it's very easy because I ain't had a very easy time finding it. But you may live next to an international market or an Australia stop. I know there's one in Cincinnati because Dan sent me a link to it. There was like an Australia place, the grocery store that you could go to. But other than that, maybe World's Market might have them. And then I found them at the weirdest place ever. Whenever I found them, which was at Big Lots, like what? Just very strange to find something like that at Big Lots, I think. So, which I mean, I got freeze-dried chicken and freeze-dried salmon and chicken from there. I did stockpile some chicken that they had in packages for cats. I think it's for cats, but it's white shredded chicken, like it's perfect chicken. I don't understand why they had it for animal food because I've eaten it and it's good. So what happened?
There's a big pile up on the bridge.
There's a 7-car pile up on the bridge.
Mm-hmm. I was ready to pull out of Wendy's. Cop came speeding down the road. He's probably going 80, 90.
You gotta love that.
He's driving in the middle of the road. Cars on the right, cars on the left. Swerving in and out of them. I was surprised he didn't wreck himself.
Yeah, I don't like it when they do that at all.
There's 4 ambulances that passed me.
Really?
Yeah.
So
2 life flights.
really?
Mm-hmm.
How fast could they have been going?
I don't know. I didn't see any of them.
I mean, unless it was a kid just being stupid.
I don't know.
'Cause I think it's 45. I usually go 45.
35.
It's 35. I thought it was 40. That's why I go 45. I guess I better start 40. I'm sure there's nothing on internet about it yet. Maybe, probably not. Mason. West Virginia. Thing is tonight's homecoming. Tonight's the homecoming dance at the high school, and which that would have happened kind of early. I think it happened at like 8, probably 8:30, wasn't it?
Yeah, around there, 9.
Yeah. So hopefully it wasn't any of the kids, but he just told me there was 2 life flight helicopters. It's concerning, especially when you know that all those kids are going to be, doing the homecoming dance thing tonight. So, yeah, I hope it's not kids too, Mr. Renee. That's just what I was thinking about. I mean, that bridge is a place that you can like open a vehicle up if you wanted to break the law. I just hope that's not what. But I can't imagine somebody getting that hurt unless it was something like that. Because if not, like everybody would have been going pretty slow. I mean, not that things can't happen when you're going slow, because they can, but they usually don't. Vehicles today, safety ratings and the way they're designed are pretty good. Like, you got to admit, like people have walked away from some insane crashes. And then I've seen people that didn't, crashes that made no sense why they would have even gotten hurt, let alone worse. That happened to my. Well, he was my best friend for years, and he left my house one night and had an car accident, and like 20 mile an hour into a telephone pole. Like it looked like nothing, and that was it. That was it. What's yummy? We talking about gooey butter cakes? The one international market has a. Daniel says the one international market has a decent Tim Tam variety. Oh, really? But it can be hit or miss. They only get them shipped in every couple of months or so. Oh, so you found one that's local that has Tim Tams. That's awesome. If you have a local source for those things, I mean, I'm kind of glad that I don't. I've said this before, or I've thought this before. Maybe I've not said it out loud too many times, maybe once. But a source for them, I'd probably be in trouble a little bit. Ketchup and rice cakes. What? You mean chips? Wait. Rice cakes? The Lay's is my favorite, and the ketchup rice cakes? I have never had a ketchup rice cake. I bought some chocolate ones the other day, and I used to always get apple cinnamon, I think, is the ones I used to get. And I'd put peanut butter or some jelly on them, which makes them kind of negates the point. But I just like the crunchy rice cake, and I like that. It was apple cinnamon. I'm pretty sure it was apple cinnamon that I used to get. And then they quit making the one that I used to eat. So if they still make that one, that's not the one I'm talking about. The one international market has it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm skipped down here. Sparrow, you might have found something on it. I looked, didn't see anything online. If you're talking about the wreck. Lewis County. Well, this is Mason County, so it would have been on technically the Mason Bridge. Pretty sure that's what they call it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure West Virginia owns the bridge and Ohio has the rights to the river, because it's the Ohio River, obviously. Or maybe it's split down the middle. I'm not really sure. Right right in the middle of the river. I'm not sure how that works, but we always call it around here. We call it the Mason Bridge. So. Oh, it was just, yeah. Man, some of them websites that are out there, if you click on them, it's like super sketch to to even go down that road. Got a chocolate chip chia pod. What? Got a chocolate chai, like tea, right? A chocolate tea pod dessert once. First and last time I try chai pods, right? Chia pods, chia. Chia. That's how you spell chia, right? Like Chia Pet. For that commercial. They still make those things. I know I seen them at Christmas time not too long ago. Like they were Black Friday in them, and there's 50 different varieties, Star Wars and Homer Simpson. I mean that's cool, but then you grow it and you got a Homer Simpson grass head sitting there. Like that's what it is. Some sort of grass, I think. You smear the seeds on it or whatever. Hey, Molder. What's up, Molder? Good to see you here. Oh, hey, Molder. Hey, Smokey. Celiac diagnosis is killing me. Man, I know. I looked kind of up what that really entails, what you told me a little bit. Still watching, but can't eat much these days. I didn't eat much of that ration, if that helps you at all. Like a bite of each. It was, not that it was bad, it just wasn't good. It didn't taste good. Everything was super dry, and the vegetable lasagna, man, I'm going to tell you what, with the beans and the chopped spinach, it's like, man, put some TVP in there. Like, you're going to call it lasagna, some TVP, some, like, cheesy, like, fake meat sauce with the tiny lasagna noodles, call them, whatever. Then we might have something. But chopped spinach, pinto beans, come on, man. Like, you're really stretching calling something like that lasagna at all. Whether it's vegetable lasagna or what. Like, no. Let's just be honest here. They could have done better. Did I finish? Just can't eat much these days. Sucks. Love your streams though. Well, Mulder, thank you so much, man. And I have no advice for that. I have nothing that I can say to make that any better. Other than, I mean, it's one heck of a way to get forced into a diet. So you're gonna lose some weight or whatever. Maybe you don't need to. I know some people have trouble putting weight on. I seen an infomercial where they were peddling weight gain. It wasn't called Weight Gainer, but that's what it was. People were like, I gained 12 pounds. I'm like, I had to sit down and eat one meal and I gained 12 pounds. What are you talking about? I didn't used to be that way, man. Like now it's hard for me to shed 10 pounds. Like I used to be able to shed 20 pounds, 2 weeks, something like that. Not a whole lot of effort. I'd change my diet completely. But I would see results quickly. Now, I've changed my diet and like really, really changed my diet and haven't seen any difference yet. I do feel different though. Feel a little bit different. I don't think I look okay though. Miss Renee, yeah, well, I did comment on that earlier. I took those comments. There was other comments. Like I went back. I don't know how many days it was that I went back. A few days, at least. And I removed those comments because every avenue that I went down, as far as checking on that, I'm not going to get into details because I'm not spreading anything in that direction. But everything that I looked for and came up with was nothing even enough to concern me to contact like a family member or anything like that. I didn't see the need after I went down every avenue that I could. Sitting around 105. I don't usually go much higher without artificial means. Dang, Matt. That's 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 tiny. That is tiny, man. So you're one of those folks that would need that weight gainer type, like that infomercial I watched. It was I had a bunch of celebrities starting off, and maybe not a bunch, maybe a couple, but they were like, yeah, we were able to put on weight. You know, sometimes you got to be careful what you wish for too. That's why I'm careful what I say, because you could wish for, like, oh, you know, I don't want to say anything, but you wish for things and then they end up happening and they're not what you really wanted. You know, um, it's like being forced into a diet of some kind. Would you say, Matt, about renal something? A renal diet, usually underweight. It's hard, no appetite, but need to put on weight. It's hard to do. Maybe that stuff on that infomercial might help you. I know there are things out there now that are pretty simple to consume and break down, as far as like your body actually metabolizing these certain foods that and proteins that'll actually help you start to gain some weight. I mean, it. I can eat anything and it makes me gain weight. Like French vanilla cappuccino, I'll gain weight. Obviously liquid, but I mean actual fat. I wasn't in bad shape when I got hurt. I was in pretty good shape, probably the best shape I'd been in a long time. Probably since in the aluminum plant that I worked in, because it was, God, that was a hard job. Uh, that was a hard manual labor, hot, extremely hot. The hottest job I've ever had, and I've had some really hot jobs, but that job was extremely hot, and I was in pretty good shape when I worked there. But I mean, working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, which I did for years. All the jobs that I ended up with, sometimes 16 hours. And when I was boil making, I was working 16 hours a week. Money was good though, but um, I need to quit saying Can't remember where I was at, what I was talking about. Oh, I was in pretty good shape before I got hurt. Then I got hurt. Went from where I had been exercising. I had a weight room set up out in my garage. It was actually pretty nice. Had my weight room. Had been hitting that. Had been lifting on the boat. Took some of my dumbbells and stuff on the boat. Had a little place on the back on the second deck set up to where I could work out. Plus, I was doing that in between working, like working at work, and also there was only two of us, two deckhands and a pilot on the boat. You could do pretty much whatever with your spare time as long as you had the boat clean and painted and everything was done. Like you had spare time, you do go lift weights on the back deck, if you wanted to. But I had quit smoking as well. I'd been off cigarettes for at least 6 months. Uh, I was in really good shape, actually, like I said. And I went from working 7/12s nights, a couple of days off, to 7/12 days, a couple 3.5 days off, and then it switched back. Never got used to it. But I went from doing that to basically snap your fingers, and I couldn't get out of bed. I mean, I would get up once every 3 days and like take a bath, which was, well, I didn't do that for probably the first month. I'd say the first month I was taking wash rag baths because it was excruciating pain. Timbers comments? Timber? Comments or chat? I'm not seeing a timber. Oh, here we go. I get that he is, and this dude is ignoring me. Oh well. I'm gonna get pics and post on eBay. Oh, Team Burr. I didn't see your chat. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. When people do that, like I've never seen you in my chat before, and I don't know how familiar you are with live streams, but it's hard to keep up with all of the chat, and especially when you're talking to someone else about something that was chat. I can't read the chat and looking at that comment that I'm answering, and it just, yeah, it's someone, and they obviously never talked on a live stream before. My record is 205. Quit drinking a year ago. At 160 now. Wow. And I do not eat healthy at all. Viper, I hear you, buddy. I don't eat healthy at all either. I just eat less of what I was eating. I've cut a lot of the sugar out, cut the soda out. But see, that's the thing I want to do. I want like that healthy plant fiber in my diet, which you really need. I want to get that meat protein in my diet. I want to get a somewhat balanced diet. Now, I think that the classic food pyramid diet chart, I think is way wrong. I think it's way wrong. I don't think that's what humans need at all. I think whenever they put that together, I think it was more of a, this will benefit the manufacturers of these food the most. It's something like, there was definitely, that was part of it. Oh, here you go. You want some K rations? Oh, you're still here. Okay. Sure. Absolutely. What do you got? Some 44K rats. Okay. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I've been trying to buy K rations for years. And the ones that I could buy, I've missed on eBay. And then the ones that were worth buying that I was present for, the price was just ridiculous. I'm not paying $400 for a K ration. I don't care how rare they get. I'm not doing it. I will never have a K ration review. I'll never have a K ration in my possession. It's just, that's I guess I'm silly. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I am. Okay, K rations for sale. Entire 3 set of, okay, Supper K with also, yep. Blue Kit Kats. And with camel smokes. Yeah, if you want to email me whatever pictures or, like what you want to do deal-wise, just email me. I've actually already got my email open. I hardly ever check my email, but like I've got it right here, so I can do that. Just came from Europe. Had 2 days. Was found in see, backstory. That's what I love. So it's loaded. Just came from Europe. Had it 2 days. Was found in an old apartment complex used by the U.S. Army. So it has been sitting in that old complex, that old apartment complex, since 45. The latest, I guess you would say. Yeah, at the earliest, 45. So anywhere from, I think you're talking about the morale. I think is what you were talking about, the morale set, which would have been probably 45. What's the email? There you go. Miss Renee got it. It's old. Well, put the Y and the A together, obviously, but it's Oldsmokey 1969 at gmail.com. Oops. I thought there was only a sip left in there, and there was a lot more. There was the sip. Oops. But yeah, like the talk that I've seen about Steve, like I don't put any stock in that. Don't, especially anything that you saw someone commenting on my videos. I know multiple people seen this somehow. I don't know how this came about, how this happened, but somebody came on their comment, and I think they answered to someone's comment on one of them, because I went back and, like I said, got rid of all of them. But there was 2 or 3 different people saying this, and I went back and got rid of all the ones that were doing that. Anyways, don't put any stock in it. So I don't know anything at all. I have looked, I have asked people, and I've personally looked myself to see if I could find anything, and I didn't find anything at all. Okay, laugh out loud. Thanks. You will get them in the morning. Ask an 80 piece. Well, I will 100% take them for that. 100%. If they're exactly what you say they are, that they're in decent shape, like, absolutely. As long as they're not like shotgun peppered with weevil holes or something like that, then absolutely. Oh yeah, Miss Renee's telling. Yeah, telling Viper. Yeah, just don't. Like I said, anybody that has seen that or has talked about it, or somebody else told them that they've seen it on something like. First of all, I didn't have anything to do with that, other than they just came on my video and said some stuff like that in the comments. But as soon as I found out about it and seen it, I took care of it. So, yeah. Did what I thought was right. Whoops. What just happened? There we go. Send you pics in the morning and we'll work it out. Okay, sounds good. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll check my email tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow's Sunday. I ain't got a... Maybe I do have something going on tomorrow, but I'll still check it. I'll make sure to check it. Try to check it in the morning. It was inside a sealed Spam can along with a sleeping bag. Also canned. Oh, cool. I've been looking for a canned sleeping bag for a long time. The round canned sleeping bag, because you know the flat ones that are about that wide, about that tall, and they're about that thick. Those are also canned. Technically, they're canned. But then there's also, I have a can that's similar in size. I don't have it handy, I guess. I thought I moved it. Anyways, it's about that big around, roughly, maybe a little bit smaller, about that tall or so. And it's got a sleeping bag in it. Key open. Yeah, if they want to sell a sleeping bag, I'd buy that too. Miss Marilyn says, got to get to bed. Good night, all. Have a great week. Thank you, Miss Marilyn. And don't forget, guys, wait a second. The holidays are coming up. Miss Marilyn's donating 2 of the gooey butter cakes for the auction that's coming up. But, like I said, the holidays are coming up. Got something on that. Anyway, go to Ann and Allen. Backwards, but Ann and Allen, just type in annandallen.com, St. Louis, Missouri, and you're going to get your menu come up. They do like some coffees and stuff. They also do around about 70 to plus flavors of gooey butter cake. So I highly recommend getting yourself some gooey butter cake for your upcoming holiday, because Miss Marilyn is awesome and she makes awesome gooey butter cakes. They're famous. They've been on TV multiple times. She's won awards with them. Highly recommend it. It's a St. Louis thing too, from what I understand. It's like a gooey butter cake is a St. Louis thing. But I'm also going to get off of here, and we will get some game plans together. What the heck? Anyway, we'll get some game plans together, and next Saturday we will have everything lined up for the upcoming auction. And yeah, we'll be listing things and getting things. Should have everything lined up and ready. So overstocks. Yeah, big lots. But I love you guys. I thank each and every one of you folks for coming and hanging out. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up or down button. Either way, Just feedback is all Google cares about. Thank you guys for the super chats tonight. You don't have to do that, but I highly appreciate you guys. We will, yeah, live stream next Saturday is what the plan is. And thank you, my patrons. Thank you guys, Miss Marilyn. And yeah, I guess all I got left to do now is say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next live stream. Later.